Winston, come back with those fish and chips. We've just reached 300,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. That is unbelievable. If you subscribed, I can't thank you enough. I hope you're enjoying the videos. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching the videos, subscribe. What's keeping you? It's Q&A time. This is always a tough one because I do get some mean comments, and I'm going to share and answer some of those today. Start with an easy one. George Tilley, I discovered you a few days ago. A wonderful discovery. Thanks, George. I'm a fan of Keith Floyd and the Two Fat Ladies. Me too. I really enjoy watching both of their shows. You're eccentric in milder ways. I'll take that as a compliment. My beef Wellington. Have you seen that video? This one got lots of comments, good and bad. Timothy Ewald. Great video. It's an intimidating dish, but I'm tempted to try making it. Timothy, if I can make it, you can make it. It's only practice and it'll taste amazing. Next one, it's 494 Spindaca. I think that's what it says. Sure, prosciutto's from Italy, but aren't crepes from France? I bet I had at least 10 comments on this. I said I don't use prosciutto when I make my beef Wellington because it's a traditional British dish, and prosciutto is a dish from Italy. But aren't crepes from France? No, let me explain. Prosciutto is a region protected product that only can only be made in Italy. Crepes are crepes, which are in the UK pancakes, and crepes and pancakes are just a combination of flour, eggs, milk. So that doesn't make them region protected. If you make crepes in France, they're French crepes. If you make them in England, then they're English pancakes. So no, not at all. Eric Mathis, still on the beef Wellington. It needed to be left in the oven longer. It's soggy and raw. Eric, it's medium rare to perfection in the center when I cut right through into it. If you don't like it that medium rare, then just cook it maybe 5 or 10 minutes longer. Or maybe like the Queen used to have, just have the end piece. Kevin Travis. Darren, did you know you got a mention in Netflix, The Crown? I do, Kevin. Yes, season 5, that's the last one. Episode 9, that's the last one. When Princess Diana is making an omelette in the kitchen for Prince Charles, and she turns to him and says, "It's not very good, is it? You'll have to have scrambled eggs instead." Aww. Darren always leaves me sticky notes with a little instructions written on them. And that's true. I did used to leave Princess Diana little yellow sticky notes with the instructions on. And that part is the only bit that's true in The Crown season 5. Gillian Foran. Gillian, I'm in Canada and I'm unable to buy any of your cookbooks, either online or actual paperback copies. Gillian, we've just got Eating Royally, Recipes Remembrances from a Palace Kitchen, and The Royal Chef at Home, Easy Seasonal Entertaining, back in print. They're in paperback right now. Unfortunately, they're only available in the United States. Shipping to Canada would be ridiculous. You'd have to mortgage the house just to pay for shipping. But you can get them in ebooks. So at least you can read the stories, and they're cheaper to download anyway. So click on the link below and get your ebook. Just Sean, I love you, a left-handed chef. Hallelujah, big thumbs up on this video. That was the spaghetti bowl one. Yes, that's true, Sean, I am a lefty. Lefties rule. Olga Marsh, this guy is mad. I love him. Check that plate too. That was the kedgeree. Olga loves the kedgeree and this mad guy. Jason Bean, why is he feeding fish to a stuffed dog? Oh, Winston, it's not a stuffed dog, are you? Mac Rodriguez, does this guy have a restaurant? I don't, Mac. You know, I thought about opening a restaurant in Dallas, but I have the attention span of a 2-year-old, my mother told me, and I would be so bored just making the same dishes over and over again. I have Eating Royally, my catering company in Dallas. We do events not only in Dallas, but all across the country. In fact, all over the world now too. So I really enjoy that. Just something different every day. Of course, we've got Winston's British Fish and Chips on the go now as well. So busy working on the food trucks, writing cookbooks, making YouTube videos. I don't get a great deal of time for a restaurant. Catherine Caruso. Beyond wholesome. This man needs a television show. He's a Mr. Rogers and Julia Child rolled into one. Love, love, love. Catherine, thank you. I adore the pair of them. Roy Allen Etheridge. I had to go elsewhere for the recipe. That's talking about the royal tea scones. Roy, I'm not sure whether you went elsewhere for the recipe because you didn't like mine. They're the Queen scones. I've been making them for years. Everybody loves the Queen scones. Or whether it was you didn't find the recipe. But the recipes are always in the description. So when you see the video where it says description, click on that. It's normally where the recipe is. Anne Robinson. I enjoy your videos and your anecdotes, but that silly dog has to go. Oh, Winston, don't listen. Don't listen. Anne, don't be mean. You hurt Winston's feelings. Philip Simpson. Oh my gosh, love you, Darren. Diana forever. Clotted cream forever. Blessings, brother. I love clotted cream. Clotted cream scones, my favorite. Helly Crew. Stop saying basil. It just sounds idiotic. Helly, I live in the United States. I've been here for 25 years. It's called basil. That's what they call it. I know across the pond it's called basil, but you know what? Basil sounds funny now too. It's like that guy in Fawlty Towers. Basil? Basil? Basil, basil, doesn't matter as long as you put it in the recipe. James B. Is the actual recipe listed somewhere? That's for the lamb stew, the Irish stew. Yeah, James, all the recipes are listed in the description. You can see it there. Trish Causey. We call that rutabaga in the United States. Trish, I live in the United States. That's what I call it too now, rutabaga. But back across the pond, where I was born, where I came from, where I learned to cook, in good old England, they call it swede. Swede. Gloria Evans. Will you be going back to the UK for the coronation? Coronation's coming up in just a few weeks, May 6th. I won't be in the UK for the coronation. I'm actually in Singapore hosting events, so I'm really excited to do that. I'm bringing out some recipes though as well, so I'll share those with you just to celebrate the coronation. And next week we've got this fantastic video coming out on the food that's cooked at King's coronations. So look out for that one next week. Tony, is there a King Charles coronation cake recipe as there was for Queen Elizabeth? Thank you. Tony, I'm not sure there's a coronation cake. I know Buckingham Palace have released 3 recipes and they look really, really good. And I've not got around to making them yet, but I do want to do that. I've been working with Asda in the UK, all of the UK followers. Asda are bringing out 3 of my recipes ready for the coronation. So if you shop at Asda, pick up those recipes and try something that I just created for the coronation. A few comments on my sausage rolls video that I used to make for William and Harry. I love sausage rolls. Weedles. That meat is raw for the amount of time and temperature it was cooked at. Weedles, there's a tiny little bit of sausage meat in the center and all that pastry around the outside. By the time the pastry's cooked, the sausage meat is too. Promise you, I've never poisoned any members of the royal family with my sausage rolls. Kevin Moore, done this many times. It's a winner with all the family. My family too, Kevin. They love the sausage rolls. Melissa Noel, I'd love to know more. Your wife is American? You raise your children in America? Tell us more, please. You're a delight. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Let's see. Wendy, my wife. No, she's from the UK. We moved across here with my eldest daughter, Kelly. Kelly was 1 at the time. We moved after Princess Diana died. 2 children born here. Lexi, she was born here. And Harry was born here too. We have our own Prince Harry. Tell us more. I'm not sure what else you want to know, but that's a good start. Stephanie Hocking, I'd love to buy your cookbooks and the spice herbs. I'm in South Australia. Stephanie, I wish we could ship the books to South Australia. Again, it would cost so much to do. We can't do that right now, unfortunately. But you can buy the ebook. The spices, the seasonings, completely sold out. It's one of those supply chain issues, but we hope to get them back in stock soon. Kathy Novich, talking about the roast beef and Yorkshire pudding. Kathy, sorry, but I cannot see excitement in your voice. Kathy, it's roast beef and Yorkshire pudding. Every time I see it on the menu, I'm excited beyond belief. Angie Ash, I wish Harry and William would kiss and make up. Angie, so do I. Hopefully in time for the coronation. Well, run out of time. If you want to leave a question, leave it in the description below, the comments below, and I'll try and get around to it for the next one. On to 400,000, hopefully. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.